Hi there, I'm Cindy Linden, and you have come to the Cook Along podcast today to make some extremely easy but really quite extraordinary artichoke dip. The ingredients are listed on the website, thecookalongpodcast.com, but I'm going to tell you right here and now what they are. There's only 4. There's a can of artichoke hearts, not marinated, just plain artichoke hearts. You need a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and you need a cup of mayonnaise and 1 clove of garlic, and that is it. This is really warm to die for recipe that in party season, like at the holidays, it's a great thing to take. People will inhale it and be coming to you to find out what your recipe is. Because it's warmed, I always think of it as a winter thing. You just need those 4 ingredients in front of you, and we're going to start. Somebody suggests that if you use an eggless mayonnaise, it has a little bit sharper taste. I haven't noticed that much of a difference. Whatever mayonnaise you happen to have on hand, this is, please note, not Miracle Whip. That would be awful. This is real, regular, plain old, everyday mayonnaise. You measure out a cup in your measuring cup, and then pour that in a bowl. It's kind of a largish bowl because we're going to add everything to it here. Well, okay, you don't pour it, you plop it. All right, with the mayonnaise plopped in there, the next thing is the artichoke hearts. Now I have something called Pacific Friend quartered artichoke hearts, and I have that because it will be a little bit less work than whole artichoke hearts. But I'm going to scoop out about a cup's worth and strain it. I'm going to start with half a can and add more if I need to. And I'm turning that, after I drain them, I'm turning them onto a cutting board where we're going to chop them into little pieces. There's no big deal about this. It's just that if somebody's going to scoop it onto a chip, you want it to be scoopable. So chop them up into kind of bite-sized, dip-sized pieces, and that can be as fine or as coarse as you want. My can is 8.5 ounces. And it was just over half of that can that made a cup, maybe 2/3 of the can. And then you dump that in to the same bowl where the mayonnaise is. See, that's 2 ingredients. We're already halfway done. Next is 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. This could also be Asiago, something with a bright, salty taste. I don't like Romano for this, but a good Parmesan, preferably freshly grated, not the stuff in the cardboard can. And fill your 1 cup measure one more time with the cheese. And then pour that into the bowl also. There we go. Just stir that all together until you have what looks like an artichoke dip. Now at this point you're going to be tempted to taste it. Don't do that because it isn't finished yet. Now you need your 1 clove of garlic, and place it on your cutting board and smash it with the flat side of your knife so that the skin peels off easily. And then put that in your garlic press and squeeze the heck out of it. Scrape off the bottom of the press. I always run my garlic cloves through 2 or 3 times. But get all the pieces that did not get squished out, push them back down into the center of the press, and squish it again, and scrape off the bottom of the press. And then probably whatever's left in the press is squished enough that you can just scrape that out and add that as well. And then stir that in. And again, at this point, you're going to be tempted to taste it. And you could do that, but I don't recommend it because it needs to be warmed up. So at this point, plop it into a casserole dish and warm it up in your microwave oven. Not on high, just give it a little time to warm up on medium. You're not trying to get it hot, but what you do want to get it warm enough to do is melt the Parmesan. That's why it's better to wait to taste it until you have heated it up. And that is it. It's so quick and so easy. Serve it with corn chips or pita chips or flat pretzels or cubes of bread, whatever you have on hand or whatever you happen to like. and be prepared for people to ask you how you made it, because they will. There's one other thing you could do if you want to make this a 5-ingredient artichoke dip. You can add a cup of cooked, drained, frozen, chopped spinach. And then you can pretend it's healthy because it's got vegetables in it. 2 kinds of vegetables in it. That's not bad. That's not bad. The spinach also makes it a little prettier, which is why I added the spinach for the picture you'll see at the top of the recipe page on the cookalongpodcast.com website. That's all there is to it. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know what people say to you about it by leaving me a comment on the website, which is thecookalongpodcast.com. And until next time, happy cooking!